my final journey into myself. The beginning is the end. The end is only the beginning.
pretend it's a dream. Submerged to find my reason. There's a hole beneath me, too black to see. My shadow's open season. Just need to break the surface and break. You're my lungs hold on. What we'll feel now. Decide to send me safely home. I'm seeing it. Overtaking, nothing's what it seems. Blind to my own destruction. Can't make up my mind. Will I learn it in time? Change comes from introspection. Just need to break the surface and break. Till my lungs hold on. What will feel them? Decide to send me safely home. I can see it. Safely home, I can see it. It's my decision. I will breathe, or I will die trying. I will breathe, or I will die trying. I will breathe. Made my decision. Separate my spirit from this body. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. My lungs have learned. I've reached the end. I've decided to make my return. See it. No, I won't go down. I will remain. The Messiah will bring me alone to breathe again. To breathe again.
The seventh seal has been broken. The seven trumpets roar. The seven sins consume us. Since the day we were born. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
We're gonna scare everybody.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Quote the Raven Show on Only Oz Radio 99.1. All right, so we have a special guest today, a band that is actually from the ICT area.
Stall for a second.
Excuse me.
I'm still trying to go live again.
It's not live.
Not through Oz.
Well, we need to be live through Oz. See? So yeah, if you guys are on Raven LaRouche, Quote the Raven page, definitely go to 99.1 Oz Radio's page. We're getting ready to click on over to that. We're trying. We always have an issue somewhere. Always. It's the switching from one page to the other, and it's the reasoning so we can be able to play all this music without being muted afterwards, so people can take those videos and replay them. So that's what we're working on right now, is getting that over to the Oz Radio's Facebook page. So if you don't know where to go, just go to 99.1 Oz Radio Facebook page, and it will be live here shortly, hopefully. We are, again, just trying to get it to switch over. That's it. We're just trying to get it to switch over. So, so we've got this interview with Revisionist today, which is an amazing band here from ICT area. We're going to be giving him a call here in a minute, just trying to get this all set up here, switched over. If it doesn't switch over, then we'll just continue this on here, and I'll put it over on the other page. But for whatever reasons, we're not having any luck with switching it over to the Oz Radio page.
What if I click on it?
I don't know.
I just don't want to start it streaming because then it's going to
Slow it down. Yeah. Well, like I said, if anything, we might have to stay here and pull it over.
That's today's issue. We can't even...
Can't even switch it over.
Something that normally isn't that big of an issue is going to become an issue.
Of course. But again, if something didn't go wrong on Quote the Raven Show, it's not apparently Quote the Raven Show. So, I don't know. Should we just try it through here, or are you going to just continue to try? Because it's 2:15 now. I need to call him. What do you think?
Well, we need to be going live.
Well, we're live. We're just not through the actual radio station, which is crazy. So we're going to try this real quick and see if we can get this to work. It's just running super duper ooper slow.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Hang on.
Okay, you're going to hear some stuff in the background, but we're just going to try to see if we can do it this way.
Mute that real quick.
Well, okay, so as he's trying to figure this out, just want to say hi to everybody, and thank you so much for joining. I know we always have some kind of stupid issue, but I tell you, it's crazy. We're coming into all these holidays. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I know we did. Brandon ate all the turkey. I finally got two turkey sandwiches. But he ate the rest of my turkey. which is bullshit because I gave him a big bag of turkey to take home.
It wasn't that big.
It was enough to make you like 3 or 4 sandwiches. He still ate it all. He came over here and ate it.
It was one sandwich.
It was the last sandwich. Who does that? Who takes the last sandwich? Brandon.
Did we get somewhere?
I don't know. I don't know. But, so yeah.
I thought it almost opened up. Dang it!
Well, if it's not going to open up, we need to do it through here. We'll just glide it over after the show. Because we need to call him. For real. For real.
Okay.
Okay? So, if the boss man is on, if you could just let them know, they'll have to go through Quote the Raven page to see this. Because unfortunately, we
Or just
are
share it.
having, or share it, or do a watch party or something. Because on the Oz Radio station, because it is not allowing us to tag over to Oz Radio. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and give these guys a call. Hey, how's it going, Josh? This is Raven from Quote the Raven Show. Thanks for joining us.
What's up?
Hey, not much. Been crazy. We're having all kinds of technical issues over here.
Oh, that's not good.
It happens. Every time, it seems. Always something. So tell us, introduce yourself, what you do in the band, and the other members, if you would.
And so I'm Josh Barbie. I play guitar in Revisionist. And then I'm sitting here with Josh Peavy. Yeah, I'm Josh Peavy. I play guitar as well in Revisionist. And it's just the two of us that are here right now.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Okay, explain and introduce the other members and what they do.
So we've also got Grant Lepler, who has been doing vocals for the band actually since June. He filled in for our CD release show, and we ended up making it permanent like the night of the show. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
I had been doing vocals up until then, and we had a guitarist that we had to swap out, and I was playing guitar for that show, and it just seemed to be a better fit. He was much better at it than I was, and so I switched to guitar. So,
wow. Isn't that weird when that happens? You just kind of like automatically go, well.
I just care about the band, so I was more than willing to swap around. And then Max Abode is our bass player. Who's also the drummer for Old News here in town.
Yeah, I know Max. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then our drummer is Devin Childress, who also used to be in Dead Orchestra.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So it sounds like you got a lot of amazing players that are a part of this, and you can hear that in the music that you guys do. I have not heard one thing from you guys that I just don't go, wow. Especially just throughout the whole thing. Like every song has a point where you just go, oh my god, or oh my god. I've done that like 2 or 3 times on each song.
Well, that's kind of the goal. So we've been working really hard on it.
Yeah, I love that. And so how would you? I know I always hate being asked this question, but how would you describe to the audience what type of genre or music that you are?
So every time someone asks me that or what we sound like, I just tell them that the band sounds upset. I don't know. For me, I just rowdy rock and roll. I mean, it's hard to kind of classify, because we pull so many influences from so many different, artists and things, and so it's hard to kind of pinpoint that. But I mean, it's aggressive for sure. I just tell people we play angry. So
I love that. So Revisionist, the name itself, where did that come from? Who came up with that?
It's actually our old drummer who is in the band. This is Josh Barbie, by the way. So I have actually started working on this music years ago. It's just kind of a thing for like a passion project for me, just writing and just enjoying myself with it, and then ended up finding some people along the way through just traveling and friends from my past, and we had a couple names thrown around, and it was something that he ended up coming up with. I don't really know. There wasn't much of a story behind it, other than just we had gone through a bunch of stuff in life and trying to, basically do this without making the same mistakes that we made when we were younger, and kind of rewriting our history with music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of where it came from. So a revisionist is someone who rewrites history. So
I love the name. I love the name. It's one of those you can just see, especially with the type of music you do. It fits perfectly. It fits perfectly. Well, with this being said, I would like to play your music video. This is actually The Culling, and if you could for me, just kind of explain the meaning behind this song, and what kind of came with the, I guess, introduction of you guys, the creation of it.
Well, so that song "Culling" is actually the title track from the record. So the record is called, and I don't know if you've got to see the artwork from the album, but it's a loose. The entire album is kind of a loose concept of. There's a couple different aspects from it, but mostly, with music, we feel like there's just so much stuff that's really processed, and there's not a lot of. It seems like a lot of people doing it for having something to say and really pouring themselves out seems to be fewer and further between. And so the whole concept was kind of turned into this sort of wasteland mentality of like when some event happened, something not anything specific, but it's left a few people that are still trying to make their own way with something that is really meaningful to them. And so the video kind of encompasses that same mentality. Like there are survivors, there's people left that really want something authentic.
Mm-hmm.
And so the video is sort of a visual representation of the progression of the record and the artwork of the record and a little bit of the concept. So that's what that song is about too. So it also has to do with a culling. It's it's a lot of times it's used in discussion of like animal husbandry. So where if you cull the herd. So if you have a sick thing, sick part of your herd, they'll kill the livestock to cut those traits out of the herd, so that they produce a better product.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same kind of thing with us too. Is it's a constant battle to get rid of the things that are not good in us, trying to better ourselves as individuals in society and in our band. So it's kind of a dual meaning, but that's what it's all about.
I love that. I love that. Wow. All right, everybody. Well, here we go. This is Revisionist, The Culling.
Hear me.
convert residents and existing structures on the banks of the Arkansas River. We are rebuilding. 37 degrees north by negative 97 degrees west. There are survivors. We are not alone.
Love that. Love that.
Oh, let me cancel that there.
Wow, that is amazing. Wow. Okay, guys, that was the culling from the Revisionist. So, guys, tell me, what a phenomenal video. Like, who created that? Where did you guys go to do that? And tell me a little bit about it.
So we were actually incredibly blessed. The whole thing was awesome because of a videographer named Thad Swift. He's incredible. He actually has been killing it. He moved from Wichita to LA last year, like the month after we did this video. He just got off tour with Tech Nine, and he's been doing video after video after video and just murdering it. So he's the biggest reason that video is awesome. But we had the idea because I told you about the concept for the record before that. So we kind of knew what we wanted to showcase in the first video.
Right.
We ended up shooting it all in Emporia, and it was just outside of the ESU campus. A friend of mine's mom was she's a state trooper that works for the university, and so she opened up some gates and let us into a couple areas over in their wooded area south of the university. So we shot all the video there, except for the bonfire, and it was our friend's dad let us use his property out in the middle of nowhere to shoot the bonfire footage. So.
Oh wow. Oh wow. That's awesome. Well, it turned out fantastic. I absolutely loved it.
We wanted to kind of get away from the typical performance video and tell a little bit more of a story, and just real subtly instead of it just being the band playing the whole time. So
yeah, I love that. Well, and you need both, I think, but at the same time, it's really cool to be able to tell kind of that story of what the song means. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I mean, we're like that too. I mean, we definitely want to try to explain the meaning behind the song from where we're coming from, because you know how, like, your fans or anything, they'll take that song into their own meaning of their own life, which obviously you want to do. But yeah, I absolutely love that. I love the whole lighting of it and everything. Whoever, like I said, whoever did that, they did an amazing job. So good, congratulations on that music video.
Thank you. We're pretty happy with it. So it was a good initial offering to release a single. So
absolutely. So let me ask you. Speaking of singles, do you guys actually have an album out now, or are you working on it, or what's the deal with all that?
Yeah, we actually we released a record on June 15th. Released a full length, and we actually recorded that the last year with Jeff Sehun from the Audio Bakery in LA. He produced the record, and he's also the guitarist for a band called Let Live. And then did that Last Hire of the Hero record.
Oh, nice. Okay, so if anybody wanted to, do you guys have merchandise or things like that?
Yeah, we're actually in the middle of setting up a web store right now. We've got, I mean, there's probably a dozen different shirt designs, beanies, CDs are available. And then obviously at shows we have all that stuff. So
nice. Okay, so if anybody out there is listening to your music, goes, oh my God, you know, I just became a fan. Where would they go to get your merchandise right now?
Well, right now you can go to our Facebook for personal message. After this week, though, we will actually have a web store up, and then a link will be on our Instagram and on our Facebook.
Awesome, wonderful. Okay, so again, just to let the fans out there know, what is the album name title?
The title of the record is Culling, same as the music video.
Okay, so the Culling by the Revisionist. So if you guys want to, after listening, because we've got 3 more songs we can play for you today, after listening to everything, if you want to get that album, make sure to hit them up on Facebook within the next week. After that, you could go to their store and their website, and once you guys get that, if you could for me, we'll come back in the comments here, and we can link that link of your website to where they can go to get the merchandise. So tell me, what's going on right now, like as for shows or tours or anything like that? What do you have coming up?
So we actually, we've got a show this Friday in Wichita over at Barleycorns.
Nice.
that we got asked to play it. Some friends of ours in a band called Arm for Apocalypse from Portland. Our actually first round of shows was regional tour support for a tour that they were on. That's how we met, became friends like 2 years ago. They're coming through, so we're playing the show with Yellow King, Dread Rising, and another new band from the area called Talagar.
And
And it's actually a really cool event because it's to benefit survivors of abuse.
yes.
What they're doing is they're using the money for going to pay for like self-defense classes, and they're going to offer those to anybody who's struggled with abuse. They're going to get them in there and actually give some people some real life opportunities that better their situation.
Yeah. And when is that show?
That show's this Friday.
This Friday. I thought so. Yeah, because see, it's you guys, Death Star Rising, right? Did I say that right?
Yeah,
It's
Dread Star Rising,
Smashley's.
Yellow King is playing, and then Arm for Apocalypse and a band called Talagar. That'll be their second show in town, but they're a sweet band.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check them out for sure. For sure. So if you guys don't have anything to do this Friday, make sure you get out to, you said Barleycorns, correct?
Yeah, I mean, even if you got something to do, this will probably be better than whatever you're planning to do.
Right. Absolutely. And it's for a great benefit, for what they're sponsoring it for. So that's pretty awesome, the idea of it. Absolutely. All right. Well, so tell me, as a band, to see, how long have you guys been Revisionist?
So it's been running almost 2 years. This current lineup, we're looking at a year. You were asking about some of the shows. I think that show's the last one we've got this year. Early next year, we're got a couple of little short runs. So we're doing like Denver, Fort Collins, Omaha on the 17th, 18th, and 19th of January. We've got a few other things with shows as well that we're saving for. We're actually going into Rio Grande Studios the 1st of April for a week to do a new EP. So
Oh, nice. Nice.
we actually just announced that because we've got Aaron Gillespie from Paramore and Under Oath is producing the new record. So we're going to be with him all week, that first week or so of April.
Paramore and
Oh, nice. Very nice.
But yeah, the band's been together for 2 years. Current lineup is a year right now.
Gotcha. Well, within the time frame, especially within your current lineup, or even just as a band, tell me, the two of you, what would be like some of the influences that you guys have that created who you are as an artist right now, that has made you be Revisionist?
The influences over the last year?
Well, just through your lifetime, to where you are today as the artist you've become.
This is Josh Peavy, by the way. Me personally, musically and stylistically, Under Oath, Poison the Well, and bands like Thrice and stuff like that have really impacted me. The first time I listened to Under Oath, it made me want to play music. So they have a huge impact on me. Just stuff like that, just the things that made me feel a certain way. I wanted to face that feeling, and it made me want to pick up a guitar or sit down at the drums and try to recreate that feeling, but in a way that I could create it for somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
For me, this is Josh Barbie. So I'm probably I think my biggest influence. I'm a really riffy guy, so sweet guitar riffs are my thing. And I was never a shreddy guy, so a lot of bands Every Time I Die, he mentioned Poison the Well earlier. Bands like Converge were always way up my alley. So, but like I said, for me, it was always I wanted to have substance, whatever it was, as long as it had real authentic substance I was into. And so that, I think, would be the biggest thing for me is when we write for influence, it's never we want to sound a certain way. It's how am I feeling in the moment, and just what works in progression with the writing.
Yeah.
So that's why you listen to the entire record as a whole, and every song's got a different vibe, but it all still feels like the same band.
Mm-hmm. Right.
None of it's going to run together.
Right. Yeah, no, I love that. There is a feng shui about everything that you guys do, and I haven't heard the whole entire album yet, but it's the songs that I have heard, you can tell there's certain aspects of you, whether it's the riffs that you guys do and the style of it, that you can tell that's you. You know what I mean? But obviously, the singer as well has his own way of him vocally, excuse me. So yeah, so it's one of those things, like you can hear that singer and just immediately know that's Revisionist.
Yeah, I could hear that. It's definitely a fingerprint. That's one thing we talked about is we've got. I think my favorite part about talking to people after shows is the when people say, "Oh, it reminds me of insert whatever band they think it reminds them of," and it's all over the board when people talk to us, and it's like other professional peers or people that are tour packages with that they'll say, "Oh, it sounds like insert whatever band," and it's never anything that it's always something I'm really excited about, but in my head I'm like, man, I don't hear that at all. But what it is they'll hear an aspect of it, and then there'll be other points where that'll shine on the set or in the record, and so like people are able to pick something that they relate to, and then that's what they see on the record. But somebody else who's into a little bit of a different style of heavy music will pick out a couple different things, and then they'll say that we sound like this other completely different sounding band. And I think that that's really important for us having an identity, because it's kind of it's something that people can't seem to pinpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to make sure that we can get in. We've got 3 more songs to play for you guys, so we want to make sure that we get some of these in. So let's go ahead to the next song here. Give me a second. We're going to pick which one. Actually, I might have you guys pick which one we're going to do. We've got...
What songs we got sent over?
We got 3 of them. We have got... I'm just going to pull it up here, just so I can name them off correctly.
Lifer, and I think there was one more.
Yeah, we've got Life Master.
Wait.
Oh, those are just the files. So those are the masters of the how they saved in the folder.
Oh,
so
okay.
There's Lifer, Sage, and I think there's one more that you got there.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've got
I'd say Lifer.
Lifer. Okay.
Lifer. That's actually the one I think we're going to do a video for.
Yeah, we got Lifer, and then do you want to? We can go from there, and because we got Sage and we got Keeper as well. So, all right, guys. Well, tell us a little bit about Lifer before we start it, and let the audience know kind of where that one comes from.
So the lyrics are going to be online soon, but so that one was really important to me because I'm the old guy in the band who has done quite a bit of touring background, and it's really about this struggle that when I'm home, I sort of long to be gone and out playing, which is kind of why this band started. I quit playing music for a couple of years and then came back to it. And it's when I'm gone, I want to be, it's be at home and around my family, and it's this real serious struggle of not knowing, where home is. And so Lifer is the context of that tour life isn't for everybody, but if it's for you, it's really hard balancing those emotions as you get older, and doing the more steadfast normal life that everybody lives. And my life is awesome, but then when I'm on the road, it's awesome, and it's always a struggle. So
I can completely relate to that. I always often explain to people that it's like a plate. The plate is full, and that it's always tilting one side to the other, and you're always going to upset somebody who's on the other side that gets tilted too far. And it's just a complete balance that you're trying to keep it steady. So, all right, guys. Well, this is the song Lifer from Revisionist.
When I After all the years I spent chasing the light of the road, I still feel without a home. For walls, on top of four wheels, leaving every yesterday on tracks, a mile behind me. If home is where you lay your head, I'll never fucking sleep again. It's all the same if you ask me. Yesterday, still do, vivid to me. Yesterday, memories, nothing to me. These things just don't move onward. When you can make up your mind to mine. And every second is eternity. You leave the world out the window, passing in front of me. And if I never find my place in this world, never am I forced to stay.
All right. That was Lifer from Revisionist. That song's got a lot of deep meaning too. It's just you could just feel it, like especially just all the way through it. You could just feel how like those emotions of like the struggle.
Yeah, that's it was, like I said, it was something that really was heartfelt to me, and this is Josh Barbie, by the way. But yeah, it was something that was really hard to get through when this band started. That was actually the first song that this band put together. So
Wow.
Kind of what it was born out of was the emotion in that song. So
Wow, I love that. And I think, it's really cool to find those things out about, like certain patterns or things or songs or lyrics or things like that that really spawned that inner core of idea of you as a band. And especially when it comes from a song or something like that, it just really, I think, sets the path for the rest of that album or the rest of the songs that you do in the future sense as well.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Love it. So tell me, in the audience, like where can they find you as for like social media outlets and things like that? Are you all available all throughout or?
Yeah, so we've got, the only thing that we don't have is we don't do Twitter because I need to do one, but I'm too lazy to do it. So,
I understand.
So like if you go to the band page, it's Revisionist 316. It's Wichita's area code. And we've got the Revisionist Official is our Instagram. You can find us on Bands in Town. Also on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Music, Google Play. It's all on there. So
Okay.
Amazon Music.
Yeah.
yeah.
I always have to shout out for Amazon.
Well, I will tell you too, I've got a few comments on here that people are not able to find you on YouTube. So would it just be underneath your name or do they need to do?
So the music video is actually on, if you type in Revisionist Polling, the song name, it actually was hosted by Hardcore Worldwide. They've actually got the rights to host the video.
Okay.
But it should be, if you go to Revisionist Official on YouTube.
Okay. So if you guys didn't catch that, it's Revisionist Official.
Let me make sure. I'm actually pulling it
Okay, he's pulling it up. So we'll give him a minute here. We'll just make sure.
My beard today.
No, it's Revisionist Band is our channel.
Okay.
But that music video is we're actually getting ready to put it on our YouTube channel, but it's been on Hardcore Worldwide for the last couple months as an exclusive. So
Okay, so if you guys are having problems finding them, they will be updating their information on YouTube to have Revisionist Official. It will be their YouTube channel. So you won't be able to find that music video on there just yet, but if you do type in Revisionist Culling, you should be able to pull it up that way.
yeah, you can pull it up it's on Hardcore Worldwide channel. So
Okay, and is that hardcore wide? Is what you're saying?
Hardcore Worldwide.
Worldwide. Okay, so there you go, guys. So just to kind of answer some of those questions for you, you've got it in the comments here. So you can find them on YouTube. Like I said, go like their Facebook page, go like their YouTube page, and they will again be updating some of the stuff for that music video on their YouTube page here shortly. So, because like I said, they like they've already said, their lineup is this time is only about a year old, and as a band about 2 years old. There's so much you have to do. As a newer band, sometimes you just can't get to everything. You know,
Well, they just wanted rights to the video, so we didn't post it on our channel until their rights were up on it. So they got first chance at showing it and showcasing it. So
gotcha. I understand. So tell me, like, as for like any obstacles and things, I know you're still new, but what kind of obstacles have you guys already endured? I guess, especially being a heavier band.
I mean, the obstacles are really just the things that any band deals with finding people that are committed to bringing a professional image to everything that we do, and then also are going to be able to get along, work together, be able to write together, and also, I mean, with lineups and things like that, it's everybody kind of has their time and place, and sometimes some people, their course, they decide that it's time to do their own thing, or to they were brought something to the table and decided to move on, and not everybody wants to be as serious about it, which is totally fine, and so it's just been finding all the right people that really get the vision.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing. I mean, we've actually in a pretty good spot with I like with me kind of being the dad of the band. I've got a pretty extensive background with touring in different bands, and I used to be in a band called Take It Back on Face Down Records, and a band called The Gentleman Homicide on Blood and Ink over in Richmond, Virginia. I've lived kind of all over and been around music my whole life, and so I've been blessed to have a lot of really awesome mentors along the way. Our management is someone that's I can't say, but might be joining one of the biggest rock bands in the country right now. So he's somebody who's a really good influence as well as like a mentor. So for us, it's really been we've been able to streamline the process. So I mean, we're set up with bus and trailer. We've got ESP Guitars endorses the band. Custom cab company called Monarch out of Houston built our entire backline for us.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
We've been blessed to have already done a lot of these things and also learned the wrong way when we were younger.
Yeah.
So a lot of this was, I know how to do that now, and so we were able to. Honestly, it's been the hardships before made this band a smoother ride.
That's something that nobody ever tells you. Like as a band, you go out there and you're like, yeah, let's create this band because we're going to create this music that we love and we're passionate about it. And when you get involved in the actual music business, there's so much to this. People just don't realize how much is involved with being a band. And I can get it with some bands where they're just like, I just want to play music, and they don't even get out. They don't go further because it's just so much they have to do, and it is.
It's probably more about the work around it, the hard work and the networking, and being somebody that people want to be around than it is the music. I mean, I'm attest to that because I'm probably the worst musician in my band, and I've gotten to go all over the world playing music, and it's not because of my awesome music ability. It's been because of just the friends and the mutual respect from the hard work. So, it's really, there's more to it than people realize there is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely more. Well, let's play another song because I want to get these two songs in here. The next one was
Was the Sage?
The Sage. Yeah, let's go to the Sage. We will, you pulled the wrong one up there. Here we go. So tell me a little bit about the Sage.
So the song "Sage" is it's actually another real personal song, but I went through on the record, this is Josh Marby. I actually did. I actually played everything but drums on that at the time because this lineup came right after the record came out. But I went through a really, really hard spot in my life, and I tried to not be real direct about it on the record. But that song is about a really close friend of mine who was another mentor in the industry, and I remember calling him when I was going through one of the hardest times in my life over and over again, and he took a lot of time to really help me through that. And there's a phrase at the end, it's a sing-along, and it talks about love is like a cancer, and he's the singer of a band called Let Live, and he's also the singer of a band that's out now called the Fever 333. And it's a subtle, respectful thing because they've got a song called Virgin Dirt, and it's a part of the chorus is talking about love is like a cancer. So it's really this real subtle discussion of a really good friend helping me through a really hard time, and a Sage is really just a wise mentor. And so this song is really just a respectful thank you to somebody that helped me get through some stuff. So
I love that. I love that. All right, everybody. Well, here is the Sage from the Revisionist.
Maybe. Oh, everything's wigging out here.
Of course.
Oh my goodness.
Last parts of the show. Why wouldn't it be?
Uh-oh.
Is it stuck?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
we broke it.
We broke it.
Suffocating emptiness of a void, unending, but right or wrong, I'll choose my ways. Amongst roses, be forgone, defiant and unmoving, the bones of demons and God. Enter my mountain of dust, bright lights, big trees. You choose blue, below red. I'll swallow both and terror. Crazy, visions and dream. I choose yours, my words will fail in memory. Where demons are gone, my graces are conflicts of vices. Where demons are gone, my graces are conflicts of vices. But I see devils when I know vices. They made me a king of this mountain of trust. Hey,
And all right, everybody, that was Sage with Revisionist. By the way, just to also clarify, if you want to try to get a hold of them through Facebook or YouTube or anything like that, it isn't the Revisionist, it's just Revisionist. So make sure that you notate that as well when you're trying to reach out to them or find their music through any of the social media platforms. Well, guys, it has been such a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show and kind of explaining who you are as a band. Kind of where you're going, all of that. I want to definitely introduce this last song as well. Would love for you guys to introduce it if you could for me. Again, thank you guys so much.
All right, so this is Josh Barbie. This is Josh Peavy. And you're listening to 99.1 Oz Radio, and the song is called Keeper.
All right, absolutely. You guys have a wonderful day, and we're going to leave you out with The Keeper.
Switching scenes.
Those that made the blood
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today. It was an amazing interview with Revisionist. They are from Wichita, Kansas, ICT, right in our backyard. We have so much amazing talent from the Midwest. It's unbelievable. I have so many other bands that I want to introduce you guys to. A lot of them are underground. A lot of them are DIYs, do-it-yourself bands. So they really are fantastic. And it ranges from Cody Moore that we just saw in the last interview. That is a solo artist who does like some folky kind of stuff, to Revisionist, which obviously they're more hardcore, but they have such an amazing sound. And I think it's awesome. We have this platform to be able to introduce all of you to all these different types of bands. So if you're in a band or you know somebody that you would love to tell us about, and do it in the comments. Let us know. I would love to have more. We're already getting booked up through January. So let us know if you've got somebody in mind that you're like, yeah, you guys need to check this band out. I'd love to do an interview, introduce you all to who they are, and play some of their music. So with that being said, we had all kinds of fun issues today, didn't we? Oh my goodness.
Still not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was just a struggle.
Crazy. Yeah.
Today was just slow.
Yeah, everything just didn't want to switch over. It was weird. So anyway, but yeah, I guess
Looks like I got socked in the eye. I'm sorry for my beard today, guys. We won't talk about that.
I'm gonna put my handy
Guys
glasses
with
on.
beards everywhere are
Handy dandy glasses.
asking what the fuck is going on here.
Now
Somebody
listen.
come look at this man's beard. Come look at this shit.
We normally do game show day on Fridays, but we have a band that this was the only day they could do it, and they're a phenomenal band. So we're gonna do not the game show on Friday. So we're gonna be playing another band. I will do the game show though next Friday. So we'll do that. But this Friday we're going to be interviewing a band called Below 7. They're a great band that I really want you guys to hear. And since this is the only time they could do it, I was like, we'll sacrifice a game show day. I hope you guys are okay with that. I think you'll understand once you hear these guys. But don't forget, this Friday, great benefit for a great cause. Go out to Barleycorns and check out Revisionist and their show with several other amazing artists, and for a great cause. We're gonna be there. Oh yeah,
I think I'm gonna be there.
We're gonna totally be there. Yep. So come out, have a drink with us, have a great time, and come back Friday, 2 to 3. Hopefully we'll see what other kind of new crazy
going
technical
on in the comments
issues
over here. What's going on over
we're
here,
gonna
guys?
have. We don't know. Well, that's just through Pros the Raven.
About fucking
That's just through Pros the
time.
Raven.
Oh.
Yeah. See, we don't even know what's going on through the part of it.
Oh shit. Well then.
It never went through us radio.
It should have.
It didn't.
It
We'll figure it
should
out.
have.
We'll figure it out. If it didn't, we'll put it over onto the radio station. That is 99.1 Oz Radio Facebook page. So we have other source media outlets, and we're going to be playing Revisionist music on rotation through the actual website, internet. We have an internet web for the radio station as well. We've got so many new things that we're pulling in. So when we get an update for all, we will definitely let you guys know where to find everything.
No, we're going to Oz. It's on Oz.
I think it's frozen though. We don't know. That's what he's saying. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I think that's just about it. So just to recap, thank you again so much, Revisionist, for joining us today. It was an amazing interview. You guys are really fantastic. Love your music. You guys are going to go so far. Such a brand new band, but they're still so on it. And this Friday they will be playing at Barleycorns in Wichita, Kansas. So go out, support the band, support the other bands, and the music scene. We will be there. So
I'll
you
be
got to
there
come
with a
and
beer.
do a shot with me. Absolutely.
Or that works too.
All right. So remember, Friday we will not have we will be interviewing Below 7. So we love you all. Thank you so much for joining, and we're out. Mwah. Do you not the handy glandy glasses? Handy glandy? Is that a word?